this can be an interesting session, Cap. Happy New Moon in Virgo. I don't know what I'm going to title the video. At first, what came out was addictions to education. But I feel as though there's a little bit of, and this grid, just so we know, is for Capricorn rising. But these readings, and this is going to be very closer to a session, closer to a processing session than it is going to be an astrological reading for you, Cap. The grid behind me is Capricorn rising, but the vibrations and the energy in this session can also be watched by a Capricorn sun or a Capricorn moon. So if we have not met and this is your first time to my channel, hello, my name is Sarah. I am a healer. I'm a consciousness from a different time and space that is running this human Sarah avatar, and I'm here to help you during the awakening. I'm here to help human beings, help you just make sense a little bit of this woo-woo, of the spiritual, of what the fudge is going on right now, and that's, you know, my purpose. I'm a guide, absolutely no guru. In my opinion, there are no living gurus on this planet. If we all go to the bathroom the same way, there's, you know, ascension, full awakening, full ascension comes with leaving the human body and death. But in this time and space, we're all coming into our shine. We're all coming into our most authentic timelines and our most authentic selves, Capricorn. So with all that being said, addictions to education and addictions to betterment and addictions to certifications. What is underneath that? What is underneath that? Hi! Sometimes so I have the windows open, so pardon the background chatter if there is any. But so whenever something falls off the grid, I, cite palavras certas, which is a Portuguese phrase that means right words. So it's, whenever something happens that you say something or you're thinking something and then you stub your toe or the chime goes off, that's God saying, pay the fuck attention. What you just said was important. So with Taurus falling off of the grid over here, which is a trine to your sign, it's like Jupiter and Uranus in your house of play is retrograde over here for you, Cap. So it's kind of like, what the fuck is fun? There might be a somber tone for you. The sun is trine to your sign. There's a lot of earth energy, a lot of reverse retrograde earth energy. And it's just like a little bit of like your internals are getting rocked with all these retrograde planets. So it's just probably like, I don't want to feel how intense this is. I don't want to feel. I see what Libra's going through. Like, please go back and watch the Libra reading if you're keen for it, because like it is so different what you are experiencing and what everyone else is experiencing. Every single sign is going through their own very specific, very integral component to this time and this development. But for you, I'm just going to highlight a few different things, and these are just lenses that I'm going to put over for you, and we can look at why I'm looking at like an addiction to development, addiction to education, addiction to betterment, because when is enough enough, Cap? When is enough enough? This is happening, this new moon is happening in your 9th house of quest, adventure, long distance travel, and higher education. So normally for new moon in that house, I would say, do you need a cert? Do you want to teach? Do you want to take a big trip? Let's start planting seeds for that. We have Pluto over here, dipping back down retrograde into your sign, into Capricorn. Pluto went into Capricorn in 2008 and will fully go into Aquarius, your house of money and values and access to resources, at the end of 2024. So you have a little bit of time here. Pluto in the age of Aquarius, this is literally the prophecy. This is everyone, it's the utopian view of the world, and it's still speckled, and so we can't fully see it just yet, but this is, I have always seen Aquarius as the King Arthurs that can pull Excalibur, you know what I mean? So Pluto in Aquarius is no more top-down, galactic technology, absolute med beds, all beautiful things, energy for all, housing and clean water and healthy food for all. Like all of that, bringing the ending to the overlord type of a world that we're in, which is the negative side of the Capricorn over here. So although it probably felt since 2008 that everything that you have ever built or tried to do or create has just crumbled in the palm of your fucking hand. So you're just like, what's the fucking point? Why would I build something? Why would I build a company? Why would I build anything where I've had this failed launch and I've had this failed experience and then this failed relationship and then this fucking things? Like, those are all stories. That's not happening right now. That's a justification for you not developing, and that's a justification for you not finding joy. That's a justification for you getting so addicted to certifications and to betterment and to development that you're literally just trying to, like, you're a contortionist that's trying to bend in ways that don't need to be bended. Jupiter and Uranus in your house of play, creativity, romance, childlike spirits, kiddos if you want those. I would say if we're keen for babies, maybe wait a little bit until we have maybe even Jupiter going direct. I think that's Christmas time. Let's take a look-see. Yeah, Jupiter goes direct on the 30th of December. Uranus, I think, is going to be retrograde the entirety of the rest of 2023. And my journal doesn't go until January, so I don't know when that goes direct. Yeah, so actually, if we're focusing on having kids, that won't matter. Jupiter, even I'd say by like the beginning of December, I'd say some holiday time, lovemaking would be a really beautiful time to make some babies if you're interested in those things, because that will be, oh yeah, the sun will be over in your sign, so it'll still be a nice little trine. So that's exciting. But South Node is going to be in your house of legacy, public life, and career for the next 16 months, I want to say. And so that's going to feel like all the old versions of you, good, bad, or ugly, are going to come up to be released. So that you can find your North Node and find your true safety, find your soul family, find your house, the place where you want to be living. I feel like a lot of this education and a lot of, like, it's not imposter syndrome, it's fear. I'm sorry, I love you, and I'm just gonna say I care about you enough, Capricorn, to say this to you. There's some serious fear within here, and I get it. This is odd. You're being very vulnerable with me, Cap, so I'm really grateful that you're here at this reading and in this session. I'm really grateful for you, like, actually showing up, because something's going on, and it's deep work. There's some mother told you weren't good enough. It's odd that this is coming out. There's a culture that's coming out very specifically. So for, like, it's mother issues for a lot of people. They're showing me, my guides are showing me, I was dancing to Punjabi music. My guides are showing me like a very like Indian version of parental figures. So, and this is very, very specific. And so we have to remember that culturally parents are different for all different backgrounds. And there can be, like, within that specific cultural experience, the parents can maybe blend. The way that we define feminine and masculine is going to be very different than the way that an Indian family is going to, than the way that a Native American family is going to, the way that an African tribe is going to, the way that the Maori tribe is going to. There's every single culture is going to have a different way that the parental roles must be. And so I feel as though there's a little bit of lovability. This is very, very deep, Cap, and I'm sorry if I'm hitting, like, I'm not sorry. I love you, and please stay with me for this session because this is how my one-on-ones work. Your parents love you. They just want you to be happy. But to them, they've projected on you that you need to be very, very smart, and you need to have all of these letters after your last name, all of these different things to give it so that they feel as though you'll be safe. They want you to be happy, yes, but they are responsible for your safety. So what they've projected onto you is that you need all of this to be safe because those are their traumas. Their parents might have been completely poor and that told them that they needed to be smart. And so they are projecting onto you all of their irrational fears, all of the unconscious programming that their parents gave them if they didn't have any of this language, to say that you must be infinitely smart, infinitely wealthy, boss bitch but not too boss bitch, soft but not too soft, smart but not too loud, masculine but not too feminine, but not too masculine but not too feminine, and perfect in every possible way, and then show up at every event and make sure that my really fucked up sister or brother, your aunt or uncle, is jealous of you and me and all of it. Please take a deep breath. What if every single person, what if you had infinite time and infinite money? And every single person on the planet also had infinite time and infinite money. And nobody needed you, and nobody was hurting, and everyone was fine, and everyone had the tools that they needed to take care of themselves. What would you do today? What would you do? What would you do tomorrow? You wake up tomorrow. What would you do? Your next day off, I would like for you to do something very, very similar to that, if not as much of that as you possibly can within your reality. That's it. That's all. I love you. Thanks for being here. You did great.